Boise, Idaho. A beautiful city full of color, life, and wonder. A place that simultaneously boasts a small town and a big city feel. But to those who don't have the privilege of living here, what is this city known for? Is it the famous blue football field that our beloved Boise State Bronco football team has played on for nearly 40 years? Is it the fact that Boise has been Idaho's capital since 1864? Or is it known for beautiful views just like this one at the summit of Table Rock? Well, to be honest, these are all valid answers. However, among all of these things, the people of Boise would tell you that there is something much more important that they can claim about their city. That Boise, Idaho, is a city of advocacy. This is the Anne Frank Human Rights Memorial, located just outside the Boise State University campus. For those that aren't familiar with Anne Frank, she was a young Jewish girl who lived in Amsterdam during the Nazi occupation of the Netherlands. Frank and her family remained in hiding for 2 years, but unfortunately, they were eventually found and sent to a Nazi concentration camp where Anne and most of her family members would die. During her time in hiding, Anne kept a diary, which would go on to be published in 1947 and be read by millions of people in the years that followed. Now, it is certain that there are many viewers who are watching this and thinking, Anne Frank and Boise, Idaho, what's the connection there? And to be fair, this is a very valid question. In fact, it's a question that I asked myself before I visited the memorial in person, as the answer is that there isn't much of a connection at first glance. Anne Frank never lived in or even visited Boise. However, as I would find out, the true connection lies within the people of Boise and their desire for equal rights for all humans. The memorial was originally inspired by a traveling exhibit which visited Idaho in 1995. The people were very enthralled by the exhibit and decided they wanted to pay a more permanent tribute, so they worked tirelessly for the next 7 years to bring their idea to life. According to the builders of the memorial, it was designed to make us think, to talk to one another, and to respond to the human rights issues we see all around us. While this memorial is in Anne Frank's name, her legacy is not the only one that is remembered and celebrated here. One of the more emotional and moving parts of this beautiful structure is this wall, which is adorned with quotes from other human rights activists throughout history, such as Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Dr. Seuss, and many more. This excerpt from Maya Angelou's On the Pulse of Morning perhaps provides an explanation as to why the builders of this memorial believe that they should construct it. History, despite its wrenching pain, cannot be unlived, but if faced with courage, need not be lived again. Many people suffered injustices before and during this current time period, and Angelou's words show that this suffering was not for nothing. History has been given to us so that we, the current generation, can right the mistakes of our ancestors and live in a way that allows all people to embrace the rights as human beings without oppression. This same feeling is articulated in this quote from Amy Cutsack Trice of the Kootenai, a Native American tribe that has lived in Idaho for over a century. If not me, then who? I have something to do, and it must be done now, or tomorrow may not come for me and my people. Achieving the dream of equality for all requires people around the world to step up and take action. Boise, Idaho is a place in which this is already happening, thanks in large part to the Anne Frank. So, with all this being said, we can return one more time to the question behind this whole project. Why is the Anne Frank Memorial in Boise? And ultimately, I think the answer lies within this quote from Anne herself. In spite of everything, I still believe that people are truly good at heart. The people of Boise, Idaho have embodied these words by showing the rest of the world that they truly care about righting the wrongs of history. The people of Boise are advocates. They're agents of positive change, and they are inspiring many others to follow their example, to help the citizens of this broken world realize that there is still good in it, and that they are the ones who can learn from society's past mistakes and transform this world for the better.